Welcome to the Dummy Kruger channel, everyone. Today's video takes us to the Newcastle County Superior Courthouse located in Wilmington, Delaware. This one gets really wild off the bat, so let me help set the scene. We have a First Amendment auditor going to court for criminal trespass. And where was the auditor when he was allegedly trespassing? Well, it just happens to be this exact county courthouse. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't quite make it to court on this day because, well, he gets arrested yet again right before his court appearance. Not only does the auditor get arrested, his wife, daughter, and presumably his son eventually all get ejected from the same courthouse. Lastly, we have none other than First Amendment Auditor Georgia Transparency interjecting himself into the situation, portraying himself as the family's lawyer. We have a lot to go over, but before we get started, please remember to subscribe, get notified, like, and comment below. Let's jump right in.
You don't need to worry about who I am, Officer Witt. I can record anywhere I want. No, I don't need to. I can inform I can employ other people to what they're allowed to do. Their rights. You need to just back off and quiet up.
Get out of my face.
I'm not in your face. I am not in your face. You're the one that started with me, Officer Witt. I'm telling you to shut up. You're employed by me. I'm not doing anything. You started with me.
You're the one who won't go sit down over there.
I was sitting peacefully until you started.
So you're telling people stuff
The law.
isn't true.
Yes, it is. Then why am I still recording, Officer Witt? Are you trying to harass me, Officer Witt?
Hey.
You're harassing me. No. I'm going to stay recording you, officer. No, he told me to stop telling another person that they're not allowed to record in here. I will do whatever I want. It's not yours either. Get away from us. Get away.
Calm down. No.
Go. Bye. You're dismissed.
Deanna. No, I'm just as bad as her.
I know,
I'm not going to lie. I'm just as bad as her. It's
seat.
called freedom of speech. You don't have, again, that's why I was arrested, because you all think you could tell me to go sit down. Okay. It's not happening, sir. Right. You work for us.
Okay. Well,
you are public servants just like them.
Came over and approached me. I just told her to go back.
No, I'll review the footage.
All right.
But if she was in the wrong, I apologize. But if you came up to her telling her to stop doing something.
I did not go up to her. She came up to me.
No, a person walked by. I told him that they did not have to put their phone in that case until they were in there. He told me to stop telling people lies that ain't the truth.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Go down there.
I'm reporting you. What is your?
Please.
I will be.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Since recording in public spaces is the prominent theme throughout this video, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. In 2020, the Supreme Court of Delaware created an order to establish a committee to review the prohibition on personal electronic devices inside state courthouses. The state Supreme Court decided to look into this prohibition because they calculated that 60% of all defendants in their courts represented themselves. Realizing this was a barrier for self-litigants who needed to present evidence, schedule court dates, and access legal resources, the committee lifted this ban in 2022 with conditions. These conditions are just for the courthouse specifically. There are a completely different set of rules for the courtroom. It says PEDs, personal electronic devices, are permitted in the applicable courthouses subject to security screening and the following rules. Court visitors may use PEDs in the common areas of the courthouse, such as lobbies and hallways, subject to the terms of this policy, provided the usage does not disrupt or disturb court business or proceedings. And going down to number 4, except as otherwise permitted herein or by the presiding judge, the use of PEDs to take photographs, make audio or video recordings, transmit live audio or video stream anywhere within the courthouse is strictly prohibited. Continuing from the Supreme Court's order, any person using a PED in violation of this policy or any other court order or policy may be compelled to power off and securely store the PED in a locking pouch provided by the court. Additionally, any person using a PED in violation of this policy or any other court order or policy may be removed from the courthouse, found in contempt of court, or subject to penalties as provided by law. These penalties may include confiscation of the PED by court security. So now that we know what the policy is, a policy backed by law, handed down by the Delaware Supreme Court, let's continue.
You're allowed to record in the courtroom. In the courthouse. You don't need to put it in the pouch until you go in the courtroom. You're allowed to record. You're allowed to have your phone out. You're allowed to record in the public areas. When you go in there, that's when you put it in the case. Don't let them fool you. Yeah, they just tried, when I first come in, they tried to tell me to stop recording. I said no. And that's why all of them are up there. And then he tried to tell me, that officer there just tried to tell me, because I was telling another person that put their phone in a bag. I said, you don't need to do that till you're in there. Don't tell someone that's not true. Yes, it is true. You want to tell me otherwise? Going to harass me?
Learn the lesson of death.
You can ask that gentleman right there in the hood.
I don't need to ask nobody.
But don't come back and tell me to sit down.
I'm telling you, calm down so you don't get
gotta calm down.
You gotta stay calm.
You can't be
You
all
start
in your
getting
face.
disorderly.
I wasn't.
Yes, you were. When you spoke, I heard you. You cannot get loud and disorderly. Because then they have
The man's voice we just heard is the actual First Amendment auditor and the person that's currently waiting on his trial. Ironically, he's telling the camera person, who I think is his wife, not to get loud and disorderly or she could end up in jail. He really should have taken his own advice.
Cannot use your phone to video or take pictures in the comments.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Okay. I'm not going to argue with it. Courthouse policy states you cannot.
Policy doesn't trump
Thank you.
law.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. That's your job.
If you see a video again,
I'm recording right now. No, I'm doing it.
We're recording right now.
No, it's the law.
I want your boss.
I want your boss.
Ma'am, you have to put your phone down. You go ahead and put your phone down because my lieutenant is telling me that you need to now leave the building.
Right, you guys will have a lawsuit.
No, give
It's
me
all right.
it.
No.
I want names.
I want names.
I want
Write your name.
9613.
I want your cards. Give me some cards.
I need anything down.
Card.
Can I have your card?
Have your card,
No, I
please?
don't have a card.
Okay, give me this. I
Your
got it.
ID refusal?
If they're going to continue this, they're going to leave.
Nah, I'm just getting ready to ask you your names, that's all.
So you're refusing me to go to court?
The cause.
I'm not inside.
Is that how you all are trying to save? Is that how you're trying to save Officer Whitman?
Where? I can call the Capitol Police.
You're violating
No, it's
courthouse
not.
policy.
No, it's not.
Policy doesn't trump the law.
Courthouse policy says you cannot video.
It's not
In
law. You are a law
private
enforcement
area.
officer, sir.
We enforce the courthouse policy.
No, you don't enforce policy.
It's not.
Policy don't trump
Arrest
law.
me now. Arrest me now. Arrest
No,
me
I'm
now.
recording.
Arrest me now.
I'm
Arrest me
recording.
now. Why are you not arresting me? If it's against the law, arrest me
I'm
now.
Lieutenant Kerr. K-E-R.
Arrest me now. Arrest me now.
I know I'm repeating myself, but the man now raising his voice begging to be arrested is the auditor. He was recently in Georgia with fellow auditor Georgia Transparency, where they recorded in the public areas of a courthouse without a hitch. However, the state of Georgia has a different policy than the state of Delaware when it comes to recording in the public areas of courthouses.
Arrest me now.
I'm going to continue
Arrest me
recording.
now. I got all these people will be witnesses to you doing a false arrest. You are
Violating my rights.
Just
No,
lower your
I'm
voice.
not.
Okay? Because
No,
Byron.
coming disorderly.
No,
This-
you guys are disorderly by coming and threatening
Like you
arrest.
told me.
I
Like you
ain't
told
scared
me.
of people.
Hey, watch your mouth.
First Amendment.
Dad.
Protected. That's not protected.
Byron.
No, it's not.
Just because you're in Delaware,
Okay,
it's not
say it
under
one more
federal law.
time so that.
How about that?
Put your hand.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
Please don't arrest my dad.
That's not protected. That's not
Okay.
protected.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes.
I want your law.
Fuck you and you. And
You're doing this shit again, huh? Well, I will continue recording.
This is harassment.
Harassment.
go ahead. I'm not fighting you. Go ahead. Rip my
Where's
arm.
my keys?
Harassment.
Where's my keys?
I don't have them.
Where's my keys?
You had them.
So now 3 people.
All of yous will be sued. And I will continue recording the whole time. I will continue recording.
According to a live stream on Georgia Transparency's YouTube channel that took place this morning, Monday, November 20th, the man in cuffs was charged with disorderly conduct and failure to ID. The failure to ID charge came at some point during the booking process. The auditor also informed GT's audience that there were multiple people around during this incident, including at least 3 children. This live stream has since been deleted.
Watch me.
That's harassing my dad.
I'm suing you.
Lawsuit, brother. You don't want to set yourself up.
You violated our rights. I'm the one recording. I'm the one recording.
I thought you were locking her up.
Save your ass.
I'm recording.
You need to let them cuffs off my dad because I'm telling you right
I'm
now.
the one recording.
I got a big lawsuit against Georgia. I'll come after y'all too. Google
I'm
me.
recording.
Georgia transparency.
I'm the one that you said is in the wrong. I'm recording.
It's alright. I'll meet you downstairs.
Yep, I'm coming too.
You got the paperwork?
Yeah, I do.
I'll meet you downstairs, bro.
They're taking him from his court case now.
So the family makes their way down to where their father is being held and where Georgia Transparency makes his first appearance via a telephone call.
Yeah, they got him down. They got him down in the jail cell right now. Nope, he was out in the hallway, and they told my dad that they were going to lock us up, and my dad was like, "For what?" And they were like, "Because you're not allowed to record. It's policy." He said, "Policy don't trump the law. Like there's no law saying that you can't record." I don't know what they're charging him with. They were freaking being real like
rude.
They were being really rude, and then they were sitting there putting the handcuffs on and just bending his arms off. Like they're just being assholes. Nope, we're in Delaware. That's why I said you should have came up here because you'd have a ballpark with these people. Because they're so.
That's Byron. Byron, settle down. Calm down, Dad.
In case anyone missed it, that was the auditor in the background banging on the door where he was being held. Something I can't imagine being too helpful in this situation.
Please let my dad out. Please let him out. He didn't do anything.
He didn't do nothing.
I have the whole video right here on my phone.
All he said was F you.
We'll look at all that.
Okay, well, I need a boss,
video.
like, right now. They violated my dad's First Amendment rights. Like, I'm done. You guys, this is unconstitutional.
So you're going to close us off?
So you're going to close us off?
Yes, right now,
okay.
because we're in the middle of doing
Can
something.
I just say something to my dad? Dad, please calm down!
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yes.
They're closing us out.
They're not. Sir?
Can you tell us what he's charged?
He don't know that he's not the arresting officer, and they've all done this fucking period here. Hold on, I got his boss right here. My dad, what is my dad being charged with? You don't know?
You don't even know, so you're going to make things up.
He don't know.
Let's make them up. Come on, let's make them up.
Y'all are a fucking joke. What are you gonna lock me up too?
Asshole!
He never once said he didn't know. He just decided not to answer these two women screaming at him, which, quite frankly, I don't think I can blame him. I will give credit to Georgia Transparency about one thing he said this morning about this incident. Why was the father the only one arrested and no one else? Georgia Transparency and the auditor are claiming that it's some sort of conspiracy. I would probably argue it's simply a matter of discretion. So they eventually leave this area where the mayhem continues.
Alright. They're not trying.
You want to threaten, huh?
It's alright.
I hear you saying nothing. Go ahead, you're on video recording. Just because you got a badge, you think you all shit.
Big and bad. He's big and bad. Yeah, officer like that shouldn't be an officer.
Yeah, but if you're going to start things, you're not going to help matters. We're not going to get anywhere if we're going to start yelling at officers. Okay, you're being nice to me. I'm being nice to you. Let's go. Sir, come on, I got your attorney on you.
Were you able to make out that last part? It was quick. The officer, speaking to the son, says, "Sir, I have your attorney on the phone." That, quote, attorney is Georgia Transparency.
Come on, guys. Come on.
What's he being charged with?
They don't know.
Okay, hold on. So I'm not the arresting officer. I'm in the lobby with your clients, just trying to help everybody calm down, and so no one else gets in trouble. They were having some disagreements with other police, so I'm just kind of diffusing the situation. I don't know what he's being charged with, but we can find out. Are you guys going to the first floor?
We're going out for a cigarette.
Okay, they're going to go out for a cigarette, but can you remind them that they do have to keep their voices down? They can't cuss.
My voice was down. He started getting rude, and that's not
Guys,
professional.
if you're as nice to me as you were, as nice to him as you are to me.
We were. It's all recorded.
They're gonna find out his charges and they'll be able to talk to you. I'm not sure. Was it disorderly conduct?
He just said the F word.
Okay, so he was cussing and using profanity.
It wasn't like that.
He just said he was using the F word.
Well, I beg to differ because I'm pretty sure it was exactly like that.
No,
Byron,
I'm not coming disorderly.
No,
This-
you guys are disorderly by coming and threatening
like you
arrest.
told me.
I
Like you
ain't
told
scared
me.
of people.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Dad,
Amendment.
Dad.
Protected. That's not protected.
Byron.
No, it's not.
Just because you're in Delaware,
Okay,
it's still
say it
under
one more
federal law.
time.
How about that?
There you go.
Oh, wow.
Please don't arrest my dad.
Back to the phone call with Georgia Transparency.
Can you tell me what section that is for cussing in public?
I don't have that at my fingertips right now. I'm in the hallway talking to a client, so I wasn't up on the floor, so I can't really say what he was arrested for. They're saying he was using the F word in the hallway. Is that right?
He said it to the one officer, and they took offense.
So he said this is f***ing bullshit to the police officer. I wasn't up there.
He told him not to say the F word again, so he did.
Sir, shut the fuck. Hey guys.
Hey, Corporal.
Yes, I don't know how.
Hey, Corporal, now I got a question for you, sir.
Well, hold on. I wasn't there, so I'm not going to speak on.
This has nothing to do with that. I just have a question for you.
Sure, go ahead.
Did you arrest somebody for saying this is f***ing bullshit in public?
I can't speak on that because I wasn't the officer that was there, so I don't know what the circumstances were. Okay.
I realize this officer is trying to de-escalate the situation, but why would he be talking to Georgia Transparency about this? Especially since this officer is under the impression he's their attorney. Moreover, the officer wasn't even there when the arrest took place. Again, I know he's trying to settle everyone down, but he's not really helping anything. Quite the contrary, actually. Shortly after this phone call, they are eventually asked to leave.
You're allowed to.
Ladies.
You're allowed. We've already been told.
We were just
Yes, you
talking about
can.
a boss that hilarious.
Yes, you are in the
Yes, you
public.
Hilarious.
Yeah, we're not in the courtroom. It's in a public area.
It's public. It's public. We called the Capitol Police the last time this
You are
started.
doing your job, but you're not doing your job accurately.
Correctly.
You're not upholding your. You're not upholding your oath.
Everybody has a boss.
You're not upholding your oath.
Yep. So you will be charged.
Recording me, man. I'm telling you.
You're recorded by the cameras on here. You're
He
recorded
can't
right
do
there.
nothing.
We can ask you to leave the building.
You're recorded.
And that's what I'm doing. I am leaving.
So,
But I will press charges on every last one of you.
well, that's fine.
For what exactly? Following the Delaware Supreme Court rules of the courthouse?
You guys are getting ready to be on YouTube. All of
Fine.
you.
I've been on YouTube before.
No, it's
Yeah.
not going to be in a good way, though.
All right.
And then I'll have a lawyer and then file.
Just make sure you guys put your comments on YouTube too.
Oh, they're going to see everything. It's
Okay.
live.
Dropping F-bombs and everything.
Oh, yeah, okay. Being forced out of the courthouse.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. See you in a lawsuit. I know, it sounds good.
So that was the end of their footage. However, Georgia Transparency would go live on his YouTube channel shortly after the incident that took place on Monday, November the 13th. First, he lets us know why the family was there in the first place.
And he was previously trespassed from that courthouse for something along the same, if I'm not mistaken, just for being there. And he was there today to show up for a court date, and then was doing what we Americans have the right to do in this great country, is to film our public officials and to demand government transparency and that sort of thing.
Notice how the narrative begins to be spun right away. According to Georgia Transparency, he was previously trespassed from the court just for, quote, being there. After watching this video, I'm having a really hard time believing that.
Basically, they were in a public area, common area, as the other gentleman said. I believe his name was Lieutenant, information given to me, that was Lieutenant Kerr, which was the first. It's about a 15-second clip, so I'm going to show this clip once again, and just listen to what this guy says. Like, it's our policy that you can't demand transparency from our government officials in common areas, in public, basically in public.
Again, with more narrative spinning, According to Georgia Transparency, this policy is in place so citizens can't demand transparency from government officials. But, according to the Supreme Court, this restriction, as well as others, are in place to help maintain safety, security, proper behavior, order, and the administration of justice.
As the U.S. Constitution, none of laws can be superseded, especially by policy. I mean, especially by policy. Policy is made to enforce what the employees have to follow, such as the police department, stuff like that. They're bound by their, agency's policy and stuff like that.
Again, that's simply incorrect. This policy was actually put into place because while attorneys and employees were able to have their personal electronic devices in the courthouse before 2022, citizens could not. The policy eliminated that prohibition with certain rules that have to be followed, like no audio and video recording.
Okay, hold on. Here we go. I'm with them right now, and we will send you up. Okay, I'm with them right now. We will send you updates when he is out, and they did place a warrant for his arrest for not showing up to the courtroom after being illegal. Okay, all right. So I guess this person here is actually with them. I believe I know who that is. And so he was arrested before he went into court. So he showed up to his court date. He showed up, and he was, recording and, documenting his stuff outside the courtroom in the common areas, and they arrested him. Now he's got a failure to appear, a failure to appear for being arrested for exercising your rights. Wow. That's insane. That is just insane.
He calls it insane. I call it effing around and finding out. Back to his live stream that he deleted from this morning. I was only about 3/4 of the way through it, but there was one thing suspiciously missing. Even though he had an entire week to research and inform his audience of the policy in place, strictly prohibiting audio and video recording throughout the courthouse, he failed to mention it even one time. Wouldn't that be pertinent to the story? I'd argue yes, because this entire circus began when the wife of the auditor was told she couldn't record in the building, something she completely ignored until getting the boot. I suppose maybe it was just a small oversight from our freedom fighter. Anyway, I think that's where we'll end today's video. Please remember to subscribe, like, and comment below. This is Dummy Kruger, and I'll see you guys on the next video.